Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm doing a reading today about your being single and what we can look at for energy for the future. So all of the cards have been shuffled. So the first question is, am I single for a reason? Second question, will I always be single? Is being single good for me? Is there anyone who has a crush on me? And then we have the tarot insight of, what should I do while I am single? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the first 5 questions. Also keep in mind that if the camera zooms in on a card, we're going to pull a clarifier from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. All right, so let's get started. Question number 1, am I single for a reason? No, karmic situation. This situation is to teach you a lesson. So you're here, you're single for a lesson, something that karma usually has to do with past lives. So I feel that you are not single for a reason, as in there's anything like, quote, wrong with you or any reason why someone wouldn't want to be in a relationship with you. But I do feel that there are some karmic things that you are still clearing up. Will I always be single? Yes. Faith. When you remain faithful to your dream, the answer will always be yes, even if it looks different along the way. So I feel that at this point in life, with the energy that you have, if you continue on the current path and in the current energy, then you will always be single. So, with any yes or no question or any reading at all, if you want the energy or the outcome to be different, then you have to have a different thought pattern as well as just different energy. But this reading is for what the energy is right now. So then the next one is being single good for me? It says no, you're not ready. This answer could change to a yes if you work on healing your traumas, which is really interesting to me because I do feel that you would thrive in a relationship, but I feel that you, like it says, you are not ready. There are karmic situations. You have some things that are kind of keeping you in that single energy. And the only way to be in a committed relationship when that vibration of the single energy is happening is to heal yourself and move forward, especially when it's talking about healing your traumas. I really feel that in your energy, you have had some relationships in your past that have not been the most beneficial to you. They haven't been the loving, kind, caring, thoughtful relationships that you would thrive with. So I feel that the cards are letting you know that with your current energy and your current vibration, you would need to make some changes before you move forward. So the next one is there anyone who has a crush on me? No, drain. This path will drain you of your resources. It will require a lot of energy to recover. So I really feel like that's actually a beneficial answer for you. I feel that it is in your best interest to realize that if you were to try to get in a relationship right now, it would be draining. It wouldn't allow you to heal yourself in the way that you need to heal. So I pulled a clarifier since it zoomed in on that no, and that came up as the Two of Wands energy. So the Two of Wands is about waiting for results. It's about waiting for things to shift and change. I really feel that what's kind of going on in this reading is, first of all, I feel like your spirit guides are really blunt. They know that you want to be in a relationship. Your spirit guides really know that there is something that's going on that's coming in your future. I really do feel that you have a relationship that's going to be opening up to you. But if you haven't done this healing and you haven't like healed your trauma and made those choices that need to be made, you're going to continue in this cycle that you have been in with these people who end up not being the relationship that you want. I feel that if you look at each of the relationships that you have been in, you will see a pattern. You will see that they have a lot of similarities, and you say to yourself, oh, well, all people do this. This is how people who are dating over a certain age act. Or this is how, you're kind of trying to make yourself feel better, but in trying to make yourself feel better, you're actually working on your subconscious mind and making things kind of like turn into blocks or huge things that are stopping you from getting what you want. And so that's really where the cards are saying, hey, and the universe is letting you know, we know you want a relationship, and in order for you to get it, you're going to have to make these changes. So then the next one, what should I do while I'm single, is showing up as the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is about being studious. So studious is like studying. I feel that you need to study yourself and figure out what makes you tick. I feel that it will be really beneficial for you to do some shadow work. I feel that you've already been kind of being led to that, but it seems intimidating a little bit. And so you haven't really started on the work that you need to do in order to be in this relationship that you want to be in. But I feel that you are very, very much ready, because if you weren't ready, you wouldn't be getting messages from your spirit guides that would help you go forward. So right now, the energy that you have, if you don't make the adjustments, then yes, you will remain single. But if there are things that if there's a part of you that does not want to be single, then you'll need to start working on the trauma. Okay, so that is the first 5 questions. So then question number 6 is, what are the blocks to the relationship? What things are blocking me? This is blocks for the relationship. This one is what things are blocking me. The next one is, what should I shift? And then we have just 2 tarot insight cards. And then after these 5 cards are read, then we'll do your 3 bonus cards, which will give you some things to, focus on and meditate about, etc. That will also help with any energy that you want to change in this. So the next question is blocks to a relationship. So this is showing up as the Judgment card. So in the tarot, especially in a relationship reading, when the Judgment comes in, it's about clarity. It's about making a final decision. And I really feel that for you specifically, the final decision that needs to be made is that you are going to make some adjustments, because I really do feel that you want a relationship. You don't want to be single. And I feel that these are the things that could really assist you with that goal, or that, trying to change it. So the blocks that are coming into you right now are that you don't have clarity, and you'll gain that clarity through healing the trauma in the past relationships that you've had. So this is things that are blocking me. So this is showing up as the Emperor card. So the energy of the Emperor, you can kind of see he's like leaned back. This is a masculine energy, which is about planning and strategy. So for you specifically, I feel that because every person has masculine and feminine in their energy. So you have a certain part of your masculine energy, or you're kind of like, so feminine energy is known as soft, and masculine energy is known as like hard or rigid. And I feel like there is some rigidity, or there's some like things that you need to do that you haven't been following for yourself that are making you kind of behind. So you're blocked a little bit because your masculine energy is blocked right now. So you really need to do some guided meditations, or have some things that you do where you focus on the masculine energy being able to kind of heal. I feel like some of the things that need to heal in order for you to find the relationship that you want are really stemming from the fact that your masculine energy is not as balanced and as healed as it needs to be in order for this to move forward in the way that you want it to be. All right, so the next one is what to shift. And this is showing up as the stars. And it's very interesting because the energy of the stars is about inner clarity. I feel that you need to spend time in meditation and actually asking yourself, what do you need from me? What kind of energy can I give to you? Teal Swan actually has this suggestion that you ask yourself every day for a year, what would someone who loved themselves do? Now, I also think it's very interesting that on these three cards, these are all major arcana cards. So typically in tarot, major arcana cards are the cards that are kind of being dictated by the universe. Whereas, like this card, where it's like the Two of Wands, that's not a major arcana, it's a minor, is basically like, okay, so I can still change the direction of this. You know, that's kind of like the first part of everything that we were reading was talking about how you can make some energetic changes that are going to get you where you want. And then this part of the reading is more along the lines of like, what do you actually need to do? You're very guided in this situation. You have a lot of um, ancestors that are working with you. I feel that your family is incredibly connected. I feel that there are some things that are going to like heal with you. So they were like generationally passed down, and you are at the part of the journey where you're going to start healing yourself. And when you start healing yourself, you it like kind of trickles down and it heals a lot of things just for your whole family. So even that is going to be something that's beneficial for you. But overall, I feel that going with the guidance that you're going to be receiving is really going to be something that helps you go forward a lot quicker than you knew the potential to be. So the next one is a Tarot Insight card. Now, this is showing as the reverse Ace of Cups. So the reverse Ace of Cups energy is about being let down. It's about experiencing some disappointments. And I feel that when you had tried to be in relationships in the past, they got you to the point where you had experienced some disappointments. Like if you look at this card when it's upright, you know they're together, they're very intimate, you know that they're enjoying themselves. And this is the reverse case. You don't have the ability to have um, that connection with someone because at this point you aren't connected to yourself the way you need to be. So these things that need to be shifted and healed, you're not experiencing that shifting and healing because of the fact that you're not quite sure what needs to be healed because you haven't connected with any of that higher power that will give you the insight that you need in order to have the healing and the change that will get you to the point where you can be in a relationship. So then the other tarot insight is showing as the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles, when it's upright, is about nostalgia. It is about thinking about the past. It's about thinking about the past and not always trying a way to change it. When you're nostalgic about something, you're normally happy about it, or at least you don't see anything that needs to be different. So basically, some of the insight that's coming in from the tarot is that you do need to review your past. You do need to sit down with yourself and say, what can I do differently? Because you're going to keep getting the same results if you keep taking the same actions. So if you keep on finding a way to move forward with this, it's going to be something that is not necessarily helpful because you have to look back and actually change the connection. So when you're looking at this Six of Pentacles and you're thinking about the fact that it's nostalgic, and you're looking back and you're saying, oh, all those things were great. I never had any problems with my relationships. I wouldn't change anything. Everything was great the way it was. Well, then you would still be in those relationships. So you do have things that, I feel like the phrase rose colored glasses is coming in from the Six of Pentacles energy. Like you're not really authentically looking at what those relationships were like. And because you're looking at them through rose colored glasses, you're going to get incorrect like information from it. So it's very important that you look at the situation with some truthfulness to yourself, to be honest with yourself about what really happened in those past connections. All right, so the next part is your bonus cards, and this is 3 romance energy cards that are going to give you some things and some energy that you can meditate on, journal on, pray about, think about. This is just the things that we know will be helpful. So the first one we have focus on this, let go of this, and the last one is journal about this. And you can journal about any of them, but I find that the people who I talk with that journal are often able to move energy quicker and change their circumstances because they are really putting their focus on it. So, bonus card number 1, focus on this, companionship. Companionship is a fun aspect of the best relationships. So, I really feel like one of the things that's going to help you in trying to get to this committed relationship that you want to be in is the idea of letting go of companionship being romantic. I feel that you can have people who are coming into your life that they're going to give you that companionship and it's not going to be romantic. But the more you can enjoy that companionship, the higher your vibration will be when it comes to companionship, and then you'll start bringing in the relationships that you want to be in. So it's good for you to focus on companionship, but focus on the companions that you currently have. So that you're not trying to, because if you start looking at what you don't have, you're looking at lack and having that lack mentality, which makes it harder for things to come in. So the next bonus card, or bonus card number 2, is let go of this, which is passion. Passion is exciting when you share it with someone who you connect with. So when you're letting go of that passion, I feel that when a new person comes in, it's really important for you to kind of keep your energy low key. Because what's kind of happening is when people come in, you're really getting excited about what you kind of like foresee the future could be. Because I do feel like you kind of see something sometimes when someone comes in and you kind of act on it. So you're very passionate. You may share with your friends and be like, oh, I feel like this is the person. I feel like this is the one, my soulmate, my twin flame, you're always trying to like put that label on it. And so part of letting go of that passion is the idea of, well, I don't know what's going on with that person, but I know I'm having a good time and I know that I'm happy. So that's what I need to remain in that energy. So you don't want to really put the passion like as the other person, but make sure that you are kind of giving yourself passion and that you are maintaining that energy of passion, but you want to let go of the idea that this is going to come in and be this, like you have to hype it up. You don't really have to hype it up. When it's the right person, the right place, the right time, and everything's falling into place, you're not really going to have to hype it up. It's already going to be at that level, and it's just going to click, and you're just going to know. So then the third bonus is journal about this, which is desire. Desire is deep in divine love. Focus on your partner only. So for your desire or journaling about this, I would definitely sit down and start taking stock of what do I need to do what from this energy that I have learned from. When it talks about desire, I would spend time journaling on the things that you desire, not necessarily how you want them to happen. I think that's another reason you're getting caught up, is because you're almost trying to be the playwright as opposed to like a character in the play who's experiencing the play. So you really want to kind of get your desire in line with the experience that you're having, because then you'll be able to move forward and change any energy that you want, because you are the one ultimately who is creating the whole entire experience. All right, well, thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I look forward to reading for you again.